All right, my stance is this: if you don't want to support, uh, uh, if you don't want to support Bud on this situation, do it for Blue, because Blue's directly involved with this. Blue is one of the brothers in the Ldbc that's making powerful moves. You understand what I'm talking about?
Drew, expand on that. What happened? Because I didn't see Blue Blood stream. I saw like a piece of it when I was before I got to dealing with this chick.
So I'm gonna keep it. So I'm gonna keep it simple. Bud, Blue Blood has his own network that he's working with, and Bud is now working with that network. So Blue is directly involved with this situation. You understand? And if anyone thinks that Blue doesn't want this fight, you are out your damn mind. Now, to understand how we got here, you have to understand where we came from. Okay? And where we came from, okay, look, Bud should have took the 60-40 like 2.5 years ago. I get it. Bud did fuck up. Bud could have signed, he could have left the top rank with the PBC. I get it. I understand all of that. But now let's deal with the now. This is where we at. At this point, it is not, I repeat, it is not Bud's fault. At this point, he just asked to see the books. Is anyone mad that Floyd has been running around saying for months that the fight's not going to happen until he announces it? Or did that go over everybody's head? Okay, how do we know that he's not the one with the books? And he's telling Bud, I'm not opening no goddamn books. You understand? We the only motherfuckers running around playing fair. And what I'm telling you people is, this is not the time to do that. We got to be done with this playing fair shit. Bud's fighting Avenger. Fuck it. It's a great fight. Don't care. Boxing does this shit to us anyway. Let's just accept it. If you don't want to support it, because you got a bias, not a bias, but a hatred against Bud. Look, I get it. We should have had this fight 2 years ago. I get it. But you know what? Now's not the time. Don't do it for him. Do it for Blue Blood. The man is out there moving and shaking. Blue Blood does this shit full time. He has shown support. He supports the sport of boxing. And he gives us inside information on a daily basis. What better way to show our appreciation but to support this brother? It's $40 fucking. I bet you I'll spend that shit today. I know we're mad.
I spent it before 6 a.m.
This is what I'm saying. So I know we're mad. We put that shit aside. Blue Blood's out there moving and shaking. And y'all are absolutely right. This was a play for from the beginning. I don't know Latino fans in abundance that hate Canelo Alvarez. Like how some of us talk about Errol or Bud or both. We gotta wake up. I know y'all mad, but this is what I'm talking about. Code. Bibble should have been for Better BF. They're not even talking about that.
All right? Drew, it's a black-owned company too. Drew, that's a black-owned company.
It's a black-owned company, y'all. I don't see Mexicans doing this to each other. I don't see those golden people doing this to each other. I don't see nobody coming down to the Nui. They stuck him right in there, but they stuck a Nui right in between Errol and Bud. Come on, y'all. We should say, you know what? Whatever Bud's doing right now, we good with it because we'll get it eventually. Now I know Bud's no saint, but you know what? Now it's time to code up. This is a black-owned company. He's gonna get 10 million. Blue Blood's involved. I don't know what the problem is, man, but whatever, y'all. Y'all do what y'all want, but I know what I'm gonna do, and that's all I got.
Oh, okay, now I get it. So that's what they're saying. It's when Cali said people was mad at Blue Blood or some shit. Now, okay, I see what they're talking about now. Stormy B Man, Stormy, what's your thoughts on it, brother?
Yes, sir. Salute to everybody on the panel and the brothers and sisters out there in the chat. I just came off of Drew's stream where I spoke about something different. We just had the champ, fight this past week, and we saw Clarissa fight this past week. And what were their purses?
We don't know.
Exactly. And the reason I pose that, and it's a hypothetical, because we don't know. And guess what? It ain't fucking important. It's important to them because they get paid for what they do to entertain me and you. Now, you can roll with whoever you love to support, but love the freaking sport more than the individuals, because the individuals come and go. Your favorite fighter last fight might be their last fight. And so what you gonna do after that? Oh, to hell with boxing. I'm done. Because your guy's done. Well, there's many more out there, more than who you talk about on a day-to-day basis, who are deserving of getting some coverage and things of that nature. But this is the whole point right here. There is a cancer in the sport right now, and he looked just like you and I, the brothers that's on this panel. And he appeared to you under the auspices of being a potentially great, and some will even call him great now. But when he got into the business of it, the business end of it, he brought a tremendously misleading narrative of how to focus on the sport. I want to pose a question to everybody on this panel. When is the first time you heard the term A-side?
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd.
Did you hear that term?
Tim Bradley for me.
Well, we understand that there are different ages and then different points of when people got involved in the sport. But the whole point of that is this. When you reflect upon the historical aspect of the sport, and when you saw the best of the fights taking place, a lot of that didn't come into play. A-side, whatever. What came into play is what drew fire from the people. Then mixed in with that were people who wanted legacy. Then, not just legacy, those who had the competitive element within them. The word competitive is primary. I'll tell you why. When you were in school, let's take it back to grade school. You know, you graduate from 8th grade, you go to high school. Then in high school, you recognize that they had head of the class, valedictorian, salutatorian. I remember that stuff. When you participated in activities, they gave away prizes. First place, second place, sometimes third place. Now, you get participation trophies. Just because you participated, you get an acknowledgement. We have 2 generations of people who grew up under that. So some people think that they should just be awarded because they arrived on the scene. They haven't even done a damn thing yet. Matter of fact, they don't even know what to do with their thing. If you know what I mean, pun intended. So what the hell are we awarding people for? Now, to bring it back home to when I originally asked about what were the purses of Clarissa and Deontay, the reason I asked that is, did you not still tune in? Did you not still support who you wanted to support? Did you not fucking enjoy it? And can't wait to see them again? That's the point. So stop being influenced by people who are basically house Negroes out here in this sport, tainting things, messing over things, misleading you because he looked like you, but he don't represent you. And yeah, I haven't dropped particular names because y'all get in your feelings. But as 78 said earlier about trying to warn people, and you know it's gonna hurt their feelings and this and that. Fuck your feelings!
Right.
You in your feelings, you're a soft ass person because you don't know anything about the competitive nature of man. Man is competitive by his nature. Born into this life, wanting to test himself, challenge himself. So some of y'all been raised by your moms and everything. You don't know about that because you didn't have a man around to teach you these things.
I'm just gonna make this short and make it sweet. If dear PBC fighters, if Al Heyman owes you money, you better get it. I'm gonna repeat it again. PBC fighters, if Al Heyman owes you money, you better find a way to get it. You better put an injunction. You better hire a lawyer. You better get it because it's about to go down.